Yo, what's up guys? Today we're going to be ranking tanks in Kivotos Battleground. So we'll be ranking them from best to worst, I mean worst to best. So yeah, let's go ahead and see which anime girl is the worst or the best. Alright, the worst character in Kivotos Battleground for tanks, I will have to rank is Yuka. Yuka is easily the worst character in the game in general, by the way. Easily the worst character in the game in general. She's not good. Her damage is really low. I think her fall off damage is also really low. She does have an automatic reload with her, I think it's her shift ability. Is it a shift or an E? I haven't used her in a while, so, but like, she's honestly not too good. Her providing shields is actually pretty nice though, at least. And they did add like a buff to her having no end lag now. I think they also raised her HP bar, or is it her damage by like 0.0001 or something. But other than that, like, Yuka's really bad. Yeah, it's like really bad. Like easily the worst tier. Like she could literally just get an entire tier by herself, and like she's like, it's gonna be like much worse than other characters in the game, basically. So yeah, Yuka's the worst. At the second worst, I will have to rank is Riojo. Riojo isn't bad, I will say. You know, I main her. I kind of play her a lot in Kivotos Battleground. I do like her spin to win mechanic, like you just spin, which also charges up your shift move, which used to be absolutely useless. I know, like you usually just get shredded by Izuna's. But with the new buff that they provided, that she gets a shield, but it drains really fast. The shield isn't too big, but it's actually pretty nice to get out of like bad situations. I think they should lower the cooldown. That's the issue, right? They should lower the cooldown for the shift move, because like that's not the shift move. The shift move is the spin, but like the E move, right? The Q doesn't do a lot of damage. It only does like 40 damage. They should do more, or like it should provide more like negative traits, because I don't think they add like any negative traits. I think it's just a knock-up, and like they can't move for a bit or something. But yeah, she can't tank that well too. Honestly, she dies really quickly if she's in frontline tank. But you could use her to flank though. She's really good at flanking. If I were to rank her, I would say she's like around B tier, honestly. B or A minus, around there. But she's honestly like not too good at tanking, honestly. So yeah, like she's like not that good. For the third worst, I would say is Naomi. Naomi is kind of memed in the Kivotos Battleground community. Like they literally say like, oh yeah, use Naomi to charge up your ult. Yeah, like that's really the case, because Naomi is just a large target. But if you're playing with a team though, oh boy, Naomi is the best tank you could get, because her E is a heal. She could do a lot of damage too, if you ignore her, by the way. And her Q is literally like a resistance, like she can't die, like she heals every damage she takes. So like if she's with a team, she excels at what she does. But she's literally an ult charger though. Everyone that sees her will always try to hit her because of because of how fast she charges your ult. Like everyone just like aims for her. But she does have the biggest health bar. She does what she does well. Like she can do damage. She could tank pretty well. She can PB in frontline. She's actually like decent enough for her role, basically. So honestly, I would say she's like A minus or B, around the same tier as Riojo, but I think it's slightly better than Riojo, just because of it actually probably like Naomi does provide a utility for the team, which is like tanking, but it doesn't help that she charges ults, which is why it's like third worst character in tank role. So yeah. For the fourth worst character for tanks, I would say it's going to be it's really hard. I would go. I really, you know, I would say it's Miyako. Miyako does do a lot of damage, but she recently got nerfed. She does do a lot of damage. If you get really close, she could like shred health bars with her Tommy gun, I think. She has a shield that's relatively consistently deployable, and a mine that is usually used to like knock people off the map. I haven't seen anyone use it like per se in the actual fight, because it literally stops you from moving for like a few seconds. They did buff the release time, And she has a drone mine or something that you could like ride into it with like people. That slows, I think. Yeah, slows in it all. But it doesn't fit all that well into her kit, really. I think it would be better like if Miyoko was more of a DPS character, but she isn't. She's more of a hybrid IMO, like I think in mid tank. Like she could tank with her E, but like she can't tank for too long without that. Like she's pretty it's not squishy, but like she's not as tanky as like the other characters. But she's not bad at all though. Alrighty, I would say the third best character in this game would have to be Nearu. Nearu is not a tank IMO. Like you're not tanking with her. I think she's like the only character I wouldn't say she's a tank at all because her HP bar is way too low. It's only at 300. She's relatively squishy. I would say she's a light tank. She can tank if you go into her blue aura. Like she has 2 auras, right? She has 2 auras. If you go into her blue aura, she can tank in middle. But most of the time you're gonna be in her red aura just to do DPS. Like you're just trying to do as much DPS as possible. Her ult is basically the best thing about her. Like she could clear people, even though they nerfed it, she still clears people. Like straight up, it's such a clear. Like you could like one shot like squishies. But yeah, she can't tank all that well from my experience. You're probably just trying to stay as back, but you definitely want to be in front of the healers or DPS just because you're just slightly tankier than them. Yeah, she's like a light tank. So if I were to rank her, she's like honestly like A tier, solid A, honestly solid A. Yeah, she's just solid A. The second best character in for the tank role in Kivotos Battleground, I would say is Hosino. Hosino recently got nerfed. Her shields got nerfed. She got nerfed like multiple times already, but she's still relatively good. She has the smallest hitbox for a tank. She's relatively short. She has a small hitbox. She's much faster than most tanks as well. So she is the second tankiest character despite having like 375 health bar, I think. Yeah, she is the second tankiest character because of the amount of shields she can put up, and her ult is basically a shield as well. And like I think it's like a that's just basically a shield, I think. Yeah, it's a shield and like damage reduction or something. But either way, like Hosino does provide a lot of she gets really annoying in terms of like trying to like kill her. She can get really annoying if you know how to use her. She could like keep stacking those shields. I think they nerfed the cooldown though. They upped the cooldown for some of her kits, so putting up shields consistently might be a no harder. But ranking wise, I would say she's like A tier now. She was A+ for me before, but now she's dropping basically because of how much nerfs she's getting. But yeah, like she's still relatively good. Second tankiest character IMO, and that does well by itself as well, unlike Naomi or like other characters. Finally, the best character I would say is easily mine. Mine is the tankiest character. Even despite the nerfs, she's still the tankiest character. She has a lot of mobility. She could get a lot of defense. She could get out of danger relatively quickly with her Q or shift. She's really like mobile, despite how she looks, and she's really mobile. She could draw aggro. She could like do a lot of damage if you know how to use your shotgun. She's basically still really good. Like from the nerfs she got recently, like the damage, the health, the defense reduction, I think, is a reduction or increase. It's irrelevant. You probably wouldn't notice it if you're just playing the game. The health decreases does hurt, but she's still relatively tankier than like almost every character in the game. With the mobility, like she's really good. So honestly, like I would rank her like S-. Way too good not to be used, honestly. If you know how to use her basically. If you don't, you probably will stick with like whatever you're good at. So yeah, guys, that's basically it. That's my ranking for every tank character in Kivotos Battleground. If you disagree, guys, I don't care. You can put your comments in below if you want to, and see if I don't delete it or not. It's whatever. So anyways, guys, thank you all for watching. I'll see you guys next time for my next Kivotos Battleground video. In the meantime, have a good day, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.